everyone, my name is Marissa Filter, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the RAY10 sensor from SICK. This sensor is made for the storage and conveyor industries for variable leading edge detection. So if you have a package where you don't know exactly where it's going to come down, what time it's going to come down, or what orientation it's going to come down your conveyor, this sensor can help solve those problems. The way that it does that is instead of sending out a single point beam, it sends out an array of light, as you can see on this piece of paper here. This sensor, the RAY10, shoots out a 25 millimeter light beam, roughly an inch tall. We do have another sensor called the RAY26, which is the big brother of this sensor, which shoots out a 55 millimeter light beam, which I'll discuss in another video. The RAY10 can detect all the way down to a 5 millimeter object. For the sake of today's demo, we are going to test out 3 different objects and see how the RAY10 sensor picks it up. First of all, we're going to take a look at a domino. The domino is roughly 10 millimeters tall and can come down at all different orientations. Following this orange light for our detection signal, let's see how the sensor picks up the domino coming at an angle. As you can see, as soon as it breaks the beam, the sensor trips. Whether you're coming at straight on, from the side, or at an angle, the sensor will accurately detect anything solid 10 millimeters tall like this domino. For the second object, let's look at something a little bit more difficult. This is a transparent Lego that is roughly 5 millimeters tall. So it is a thinner object and transparent, which makes a lot of customers think it's a more difficult object for the sensor to detect. Let's see how this sensor detects the Lego. Coming at an angle for an accurate leading edge, let's see it come through. As you can see right there, as soon as that corner is breaking the light, the sensor accurately trips off. And as you can also see, there are no false trips anywhere throughout the clear object. So once it goes through, very accurate detection. Last but not least, let's look at a more interesting object. This is a bag filled with candy, a Ziploc bag with a very difficult leading edge because it's very thin, different colors, different material, and filled with a whole bunch of different shiny, glossy objects inside. Let's see how the sensor detects this. So coming down, pretend this is coming down the conveyor. Do you see as soon as that corner trips the light, it turns off. Even though this bag is very, very thin, and looks like it might not detect all the way until this bulk, the sensor is already detecting right at the corner of this bag. And then no false trips anywhere through here. And it doesn't turn off all the way until that corner's out of the light beam. This is especially useful if you have a bag that doesn't sit flat on the conveyor like this and you don't know exactly where in the light beam your object is going to come through. The last thing I want to show about the RAY10 is our free SOPA software. This software is available on our SICK website for download. In the software, you see that I have already loaded the RAY10 sensor and pulled up the screen here. As you can see, this is the live feedback of the RAY10 sensor and what it's seeing right now. So, if I were to take this domino and put it back on the conveyor in front of the sensor, and my setup over here, block the beam, and then come back and take a look at what it says on the computer, you'll see that it's seeing a much lower detection signal and that the screen is fully blocked. And if I remove the domino, you'll see that threshold jump back up. And if I go back and forth, you'll see that live feedback come. As always, if you have any questions or feedback on these videos, or if you would like to see a different object detected by one of these sensors, please feel free to reach out to me or your local sales representative. Have a great day.